Television Channel 7 pulled the plug after a week of growing outrage that not a single candidate of color had been invited to participate. USC says it was just math, polling numbers, fundraising totals, nothing personal. But here's the problem with that argument. Every one of the 6 candidates who made the cut was white, and every one of the candidates left out was not. At some point, the outcome is the message, regardless of the formula that produced it. The 4 excluded candidates, former U.S. Health Secretary Javier Becerra, former L.A. Mayor Antonio Villaraigosa, former State Controller Betty Yee, and State Superintendent Tony Thurmond, are not fringe figures. These are people who've won major statewide elections and served millions of Californians. Here's the deeper lesson. California is one of the most diverse states in the nation. Latino voters, Black voters, and Asian American voters don't just live here. We decide elections here. When the people organizing a debate about California's future build a stage that looks nothing like California, they're not just making a scheduling error, they're sending a signal about whose voice matters. Even some of the invited candidates called on USC to expand the field ostensibly because they understood what was at stake. That said, it is worth noting that none of the invited candidates had the courage to stand in solidarity with people of color and bow out of participating in the debate. But we'll leave that alone for now. Canceling the debate was not a victory, it was damage control. The real lesson is that diversity cannot be an afterthought in the criteria. It has to be baked into the thinking from the very beginning. Voters of color are not a special interest. We are the electorate. With the KBLA Talk 1580 editorial, I'm Dr. Nicordelai Corte. As always, we welcome your feedback.
Hey Zoe, I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes 2 to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story.
So she's driving me insane, got stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games, man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light, see the light.
Trust always involves risk. Hence, safe spaces truly do not exist. There's always a sense of risk. If you have a partner that you love, there's always risk. There's always risk. If it's a child that you have, there's always a risk. True safety never exists. It's an illusion. So we need to learn how to trust and give trust. even if things are not fully certain. Because at the present moment, often there's nothing on the hunt. There's no problem often in the present moment. So we often also have to reflect and think back on our relationship with trust. And usually, the first persons that gave birth to us, our parents or our caretakers, became our gods, and we relied upon them for a lot of things. And it's natural that in certain aspects they broke our trust. Or it's our brothers, or it's our partners. But expecting full safety, that nothing will ever happen like that, is an illusion. And I'm sorry, I will not sugarcoat it, that's in a lie.
Hey, that's Brother Amenti. And Amenti on Instagram. Let's just get right to it. Tonight's topic, we're not going to play with you because, ladies and gentlemen, it's Wholeness Wednesday.
Yeah.
First off, let's get that out the way. That piece of business, okay? Precious was gone. Back to the mama land. Listen. Now Precious McGill has returned to the scene of the conversation.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you, it's been 2 long weeks, but I was able to shoulder the load. But now that she's back, I believe that this is a praise break moment.
Yes.
Andy, let's go.
Don't play with it. You got to hit the floor.
I'm so glad to be back. So glad. I missed you all.
You got to praise this like it's your last.
Yeah.
It's your last.
Welcome to the Voice of Reason. It's Wholeness Wednesdays. And the brother Amenti was saying something very, very profound, exceedingly profound. Do you agree with his sentiment, though?
Wholeheartedly. It's the whole truth. Whole truth.
A lot of people might push back.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Well, you have a pop culture that is encouraging people to look for safety in relationships. So don't nobody want to hear that safety doesn't even exist. So that's why.
Wow.
It's the hope of many.
Tonight's topic, the safe space myth.
It's a myth.
An intriguing exploration of the dilemma between love and safety. Which do you prefer? Safety or unconditional, radical, ravaging love? Which do you prefer?
Well, you know, if there's going to be a choice, I would say the radical, unconditional love is the only choice, because safety cannot be offered. It can be promised, but it cannot be offered. So, we have a lot of relationship experts encouraging people to look for a partner that feels safe. Keyword, feel. That is a feeling, right? It's temporal. No one walks around feeling safe. And there was something very key that was mentioned in the clip. In the present moment, stay there, because that is the actual thing that people are trying to achieve, to be in this moment where nothing is happening, right? But we're in a building. A truck could come running right through here. Then we'd have to confront the reality of what it means to be safe.
But staying in the moment is boring. It's not stimulating. It's not entertaining. Where's the spice in the moment? Talk to me.
And that's another part of the problem. People are looking to be stimulated constantly. We really should be doing what brings us peace. It allows for clearer thinking and understanding. Now, don't get me wrong. It does feel very good to be held by someone, but that does not mean that you are safe. you could find the love of your life that offers you a sense of safety, which I think people are confusing with peace, right? Because I have before. But what if that partner dies? Does your safety die with that partner?
Ooh. See, hold on now. Hold on. Now, when they describe, psychology, when they describe trauma, they say it's a psychic wound.
Yes.
Creates a pattern.
Yes.
We reenact those patterns in, adult relationships. So, are you telling me that where there is insecurity, there will be an addiction to a psychic opioid called trust?
Right.
Ooh.
Right.
Don't do that. Is that what it is?
That is what it is, because I like how you said psychic opioid, is because that when you feel safe, there is a chemical reaction
Talk to me.
that is happening in the brain. But it really doesn't mean anything. People like that feeling. They like the feeling. You can talk to someone about let's say their father, and they say, my dad really made me feel safe. He protected me. He provided for me. But your daddy was a gangster. Your daddy was a thug. You weren't really safe. Somebody could have came and laid everybody down in the house. Oops. What they're talking about is the feeling, not the circumstance. Safety is not circumstantial. It's something that people feel, but it doesn't exist.
Interesting.
Feelings are fleeting.
Doesn't exist?
It doesn't exist.
So, I'm interested to know, because
Yes.
so many people want security. Who named it secure?
I don't know.
Some white dude. Let's just tell the truth, shame the devil.
Yes, but it's a concept that is shared culturally, cross-culturally, right? With certain conditions. It looks different in different cultures.
Yeah.
But in all of them, it's still illusory.
It is.
It is.
Gosh, they don't want to listen. Hold on. Something strange has happened to modern intimacy. People say they want love, but the moment love starts acting like love, they call it unsafe. Not unsafe in the sense of real danger, not abuse, not harm, not betrayal in progress. Unsafe in the sense that their heart started beating faster. Their control started slipping away. Their certainty started shaking, and suddenly the relationship feels like a problem that needs regulation instead of an experience that needs courage. Somewhere along the line, the idea of a safe space moved from protecting human dignity to protecting human ego. Well, and now people walk into relationships the way lawyers walk into negotiations.
Right.
Careful, guarded, alert. Right? Ready to withdraw the second anything feels unpredictable.
Right.
The now is unpredictable, right? When you say stay present, the now is unpredictable. Lord. Everybody says they want loyalty until loyalty does not erase insecurity.
Right.
Everybody says they want trust, but they want trust to come with guarantees. And love has never signed any type of agreement like that.
Not one.
A lot of what gets called emotional safety today has less to do with healing and more to do with control. So is trust about control?
Yes, it is. Controlling the circumstance. Because you can trust somebody and they can still rob you blind, put you in harm's way, and you may never even know about it. I as a practitioner, I have to fight against ensuring safety for my clients that I see. It's very natural for me to tell people that I'm a safe space because there's a meaning and implication there that there's confidentiality.
I'm not going to do any harm.
Right.
That
I'm not going to taunt you or put you in emotional jeopardy.
Right.
Not intentionally.
I have your best intention.
I have
your
best interest at heart.
Best interest, yes.
But the truth is sometimes people get a little upset with me because it's that same energy that I'm coming with when I'm exposing the trauma with them.
This is what I was about to say. You're not a safe space in that regard.
In that regard, I am not.
So, because you're going to tell the truth.
Every time.
And for somebody that's hiding from the truth, that's trying to avoid the truth, they should not come to you.
No, you're not going to be able to make it through the doors. Actually, I got that prayer thing set up. Right?
Oh, okay. Then there's that.
Yes, there's that. But a lot of times people just want to be heard. They don't want to evolve. They
don't
rather
want to discover.
repeat.
Right. They don't want to discover.
And if you're not curious when you come in beyond, is your man cheating, or am I going to win this deal? Are we going to be together forever? If you're not curious beyond that, your feelings are going to get hurt at some point. But in the most loving way possible. So when I tell people I'm a safe space, what they're hearing is you're going to lull me into a place of comfort, but that's not my job.
Would a better question be, instead of creating a safe space for me, because that's like top tier expectation for modern relationships. You got to create a safe space for me. Instead of that as an expectation, would it be better to say, I come with a safe space within me? Do you come with a safe space?
Actually, no, because safety, even in sovereignty, is an illusion.
Talk to them.
Right? So the best thing that you could really hope for is that as you evolve and you come into a state of being awakened, that you would meet someone who has also met themselves there. There's a lot of pain in that process. Not because it has to be, but because we're human and we resist.
Why? Why the resistance?
It shifts the reality, and people want to see things. I've met adults who don't even know that they grew up in toxic situations.
Stay right there. Don't go anywhere. It's happening already. The voice of reason. We back on fire again, week after week, show after show. We not gonna let it go.
Yes.
Relationships. Got you confused? Need some straight talk? This is where you get the unfiltered truth about love, relationships, and everything in between. He breaks down relationship dynamics with no-nonsense wisdom and practical advice that actually works. Tackling the questions you're afraid to ask and giving you the answers you need to hear. You're inside the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
An official message from Medicare.
Couple more minutes and we'll start this month's book club.
I usually love a plot twist, but this year I'm comparing my options during Medicare open enrollment.
You can't assume your current health or drug plan is the best one for you.
And you gotta make sure your drugs are covered. That's important.
So is saving money.
Review all your options at Medicare.gov. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
If a Lenovo computer for your business is on your holiday list, don't shop around. Just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com. It's your last chance to get exclusive deals on the PCs you want for your business, like the ThinkPad X9 14 Aura Edition and Yoga 7i 2-in-1. So avoid all that shopping chaos and price comparing, and just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com, where PCs are up to 35% off. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. Created with a share of the 1984 Olympic Games surplus, LA 84 began operations in 1985 as a grant-making and educational foundation. Today, the LA 84 Foundation supports hundreds of nonprofit youth sports organizations throughout Southern California annually, trains coaches, commissions research, convenes conferences, and maintains the world's premier Olympic and sports library collection. They are transforming lives and communities through the power of youth sports. To find out about youth sports programs for yourself or your child, and to get information about the grants and support they offer to schools and nonprofits, or if you want to make a donation, please visit la84.org. That's la84.org. Or you can call them at 323-730-4600. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
All the women who independent, throw your hands up at me.
This March, we're turning up the volume on the women who changed everything. KBLA Talk 1580 is proud to celebrate Women's History Month, honoring the trailblazers, truth tellers, and game changers who shaped our world, our culture, and our community. From the freedom fighters to the firsts, from the boardroom to the front lines, from the unsung to the unforgettable. All month long, we're celebrating the stories, the voices, and the conversations that remind us that women, Black women, have always led the way. Don't miss a moment. This is our moment. This is our story. Stay tuned to KBLA Talk 1580, Los Angeles' home for the conversations that matter.
I'm your girl, you're my girl, we your girls. Won't you know that we love you?
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Some believe in love and some believe in friends, but riders like me, believe in making ends. Cause even when your hooker wants to trick around, you know the money's what you save inside. Now I'm about to take you back to 84, when I was 14, kicking back in the trees, west side if you please. And 436 West Spruce was the spot. With me, Wayne, Mike Shot, Mookie Slug, and Pot Donzelli if you with me. Just let them hits kick if your head ain't spinning from dipping all them sticks. Cause way back in the day, they used to love a wet daddy screaming with them laces on that caddy. And you couldn't deny a hit from that Buddha tie going round and round the driveway. Now it's coming my way and I'm zoned out at a young age, and the whole Spruce Street was my stage. Pete, now back then I was in the 8th grade steady, but homies my age was getting paid already. Yeah, like my homie Zap or even Young Boone. They made their first million for the age of 22. Like Dan from Cedar Block, him and Little Motor. James from Piru Street with them boulders. Rest in peace, Little Noopy, he didn't have to brag. Rolling to the 10th grade in a fin rag. Well, damn, how can I be damned? I asked my sister Jack for some help.
This is the hardest thing that I've ever tried to teach. In fact, when I asked Google, how do I teach this to people? Google said, you can't. People have to figure it out for themselves, but I am going to try anyway. Every single person watching this wants the same thing, peace. But here's the problem. We don't know how to choose our way to peace. Life is like a hallway of doors. You go through this door, maybe you go to business school. You go through this door, you break up with your partner. And we live terrified that if we choose the wrong door, we will lose our happiness. But what if the fear isn't in the door, but in the choice itself? Here's the truth. You don't need more doors. You need a working compass. Now stay with me. We're going to ask the question that nobody ever asks. What should the compass point towards? People are going to argue with me here, and I rarely say what you should or should not do, but I am going to tell you in no uncertain terms, your highest value needs to be love. Loving yourself and others, even the people you dislike, especially them. Not because it sounds noble. There is no morality here. It's because it's the only orientation that stabilizes the mind when outcomes change. I talk a lot about internal versus external values. Internal values are things you can control. How loving you are, how generous you are, how forgiving you are. External values are things that you cannot control. How much other people love and desire you, whether or not other people forgive you. You simply do not have control over those outcomes, and so you fear the hall of doors. Now the big question, how do we get here? How do we love ourselves and others truly? Not just say it, but feel it. How do you love a person who...
Who was that talking? Andy, I need to know. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the VOR. You know what it is. The world's most revolutionary, insightful, incendiary relationship topics. What's her name? Robin Humphries. Oh, gosh. She said a lot of stuff. Again, I like Krishnamurti.
Yeah.
Ego makes us insecure. Let's just come right out. Let's just stop playing. Ego wants to get something. What is the something that ego wants to get all the time through various means?
Recognition.
Recognition, validation, approval, acceptance, acknowledge. Ego makes us insecure. That's why we can't give to our partner without thinking, did they like it? Because if they like it, they're going to tell me that they liked it. I get a little kickback from that. Watch out. Watch this. I had a conversation with a sister about peace. And she called another sister and was like, tell my homegirl what you said about peace. They on the phone taking notes. I said, most people have quiet and they just label it as peace.
It's not the same.
It's not the same. I said, peace. I said, first, quiet has distortion. It has noise. And because it has distortion and noise, you got to maintain it. So you maintain it through distance. Oh, them people crazy.
Right.
Who gonna be there?
Right.
Let me know who all gonna be there.
Right.
Right? So quiet is something that must be maintained. And if we can maintain quiet, we think we have peace. But peace is an internal thing, right? Watch what Krishnamurti says about peace. Peace begins with understanding oneself and reducing inner conflict. Arguing that peace is of the heart, not of the mind. He said peace is not something pretty. Peace is created by the mind.
Yes.
It is enormously great, infinitely extensive,
yes,
and it can be understood only when the heart is full. We got empty hearts begging for comfort. That's why security, that's why trust, that's why all of this stuff matters, right? When we come forward, we're going to go to the phone lines, and Precious, I want to get your thoughts on Krishnamurti's concept of peace.
Yes.
He's on fire tonight. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. Chicago's Black Mayor Brandon Johnson is speaking publicly for the first time about the shooting death of a Loyola student, offering condolences to 18-year-old Sheridan Gorman's family.
For this particular family, that hard work did not result in their child still being here.
He condemned gun violence, praised police for their swift arrest of the suspect, and questioned the lack of comprehensive immigration reform at the federal level. Black Philadelphia Mayor Sherelle Parker is proposing a new way to fund the school district of Philadelphia, including a $1 tax on rideshare trips. She says the plan could bring in nearly $48 million. A Cleveland police officer who was driving Black Mayor Justin Bibb during a 2024 crash is being disciplined. Officer Demetrius Woods will receive a 5-day suspension for activating emergency lights outside policy before the SUV entered an intersection and collided with another vehicle. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Visit Hard Rock Casino Tejon for the $500,000 Luck of the Irish BMW drawing. Drawings every Thursday in March. Hard Rock Casino Tejon, the closest casino to downtown LA. The excitement starts here at the new Hard Rock Tejon.
Girls, who run the world? Girls, who run this mother?
Women's History Month doesn't end. It crescendos. This Friday on KBLA Talk 1580, it's a total takeover. All day, all night. Women's voices only. Santita Jackson and Amanda Seals join our all-star lineup of women talkers as special guest host for the day. Oh my God! And our lineup of guests includes entrepreneurs, poets, elected officials, authors, activists, creatives, and music artists, including the Grammy Award-winning Faith Evans.
I never knew there was a love like this before.
And Guapale. There's only one Faith Evans, and 25 years after she asked us to get closer, Guapale also comes live in studio to celebrate the debut album that became a classic. This Friday, only on KBLA Talk 1580. Tune in, turn it up. This one's ours.
We run this mother.
Not everything announces itself. Some things simply arrive, and the room is compelled to adjust. This is grooming without apology, without noise, without compromise. Gods and money, organic formulations, clean precision, crafted for skin that does not ask for permission to be felt. Element Cream, a rare hydration layered like an oud at dusk, measured, enduring, unmistakably masculine, moisturizing oil, a quiet revolution, restoring what stress, climate, and time attempts to claim. This is not skincare. It is composure made visible. It is inevitability. Gods and money exist impeccably. Discover the ritual at godsandmoney.com. That's godsandmoney, MONY.com.
My ride smells just right, just right, just right, just right.
Y'all gotta try that Febreze car.
Just right, just right, just right. Yeah. La 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 la. With up to 40 days of consistency. All over Febreze car clips right on your vent. You know my car's my happy place. Keep that smile on my face. When it smells just right, just right, just right. Yeah. Breathe happy Febreze. La 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 la.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. At the heart of the Al Wooten Center's mission for good citizenship and academic excellence is a desire to ensure that every student avoids the kind of lifestyle and overcomes the kinds of challenges that led to the murder of Al Wooten Jr. In 1990, founder Myrtle Faye Rumpf opened the center in honor of her son's life. In 2026, they are serving more than 300 students in grades 3 through 12 annually online and on site at their youth center and other sites in the South LA area. The Al Wooten Jr. Youth Center takes a neighborhood approach to the revitalization and empowerment of a community in crisis. The Wooten Center provides free after-school and summer programs to help students in grades 3 through 12 attain grade-level proficiency and promotion, high school graduation, and college and career access and success. The Al Wooten Center focuses on academics, STEM, the arts, and so much more. Join them for an enriching experience that sparks creativity and nurtures young minds. Tap in at wootencenter.org. That's wootencenter.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. Let's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Yeah, hey, it's Cardi, Kaylani, it's you and I, baby, baby, yeah, look, I don't need a rich, just somebody that can make me feel safe, yeah, look, I dealt with a couple, but nobody ever made me feel safe like you. Facts. Cause when I'm with you, I just know I'm fine. You take all the pressure off my mind all the time. Patient and kind when I be going out my mind. Safe from the problems, I don't worry cause I'm hard to find. I'm from the block, baby. It's you and baby. If the world turn against me, who I got, baby? But set your ops, baby. Up in the flock, baby. I'm talking baby. I know that it's on you right now. Yeah. I'm feeling right at home, safe in your arms, baby. Come hold me down. Come hold me down, huh? Safe like a key and a lock on me. Safe like a crib with the combo, please.
Toxic relationships have a soundtrack.
Those who do not know how to metabolize shame, they will always find someone, or they will always try to discharge that shame onto someone else. Healing is learning how to drive in complex environments like this, because the more I reflect on this work, the more I'm like, oh my goodness, do we all just have to cut everybody off? And I don't necessarily feel like emotional cutoffs are always the answer. In some situations, they are. I refuse to expose myself to emotionally volatile, emotionally abusive, clearly unaccountable, and still externalizing blame. And if that's a parent and I refuse to engage in that, and even if I try to engage in it from a distance and it's not being, because they can't handle the boundaried version, right? It's either the boundaried version, the healing version, or it's nothing. Because if it's not the boundaried version, then what they want is the old version, the version that they've benefited off of. What it really comes down to is the fact that these people are unwilling to be accountable for where they are. They're reinforced by their partners who don't want to deal with them, by their family members who don't want to deal with them. They're reinforced by people who have only seen their public communal displays of positivity, that they don't see what's going on behind closed doors, right? Learning how to live in systems where there's members, a part of the system that is like this, without having to emotionally cut off, means you have to choose yourself.
Who is that, Andy? I love Hey It's Sav on Instagram. Hey It's Sav. Y'all go look her up. S-A-V. Hey It's Sav. She's dope. She's a clinician as well. And she's amazing. I love her work. And my niece put me on to her, and I be following her now, listening to her clips. But she said some profound things. Do you think relationships are inverted, kind of like inside out? We go looking for safety outside of ourselves. We look for everything outside of ourselves when, in fact, everything that we're looking for externally, gosh, can be found internally.
Exactly. There's this philosopher, I forget his name, but he says if you stay focused on the divine, the universe will roll at your feet in ecstasy.
Whoa.
I spent a few years chasing the meaning of that and was trying to find how to focus on God. That journey kind of intersected with my internal journey to be better. That's where I found God. It's the inward journey. So staying focused on the divine means staying focused on yourself, not in a vain way, not in a ego-filled way, but in a whole way, in a loving way, in a curious way, finding out who you are, refining that. That's where you find that love you're searching for.
Is it difficult for us to realize or to wrap our minds around or conceptualize, comprehend that all of God is in us?
Oh yeah. We're taught the opposite.
And is that why relationships are inverted?
Yeah, because we're also in that area taught the opposite. They tell you, look to the heavens from whence your help, or from where your help comes from.
Right.
People be like this, looking
Instead
up instead of
inwardly.
The kingdom of heaven is within.
Within.
Look to the heavens from where your help comes from. Look within. It cannot be attained outside. If shoes, and I love shoes, I have an extraordinary amount of shoes, but if shoes could really bring me happiness, I would have fewer pairs.
Here we go.
Right?
Keep going.
If people could bring you happiness, they would never break your heart.
Right.
There would at least be one person that didn't break your heart or let you down. So people are just wanting to feel connection, and they're confusing it for safety. They want reassurance. They want to like you said earlier, control something so that they have an experience. But this experience is not real. I have a couple that I used to work with. If you ask the wife, she will say, he's such a good husband. I'm so safe with him. I feel so protected. For the first time in my life, I came from a very abusive family. She doesn't know who her husband is, though. Ooh. If you ask him, how do you feel about how you are with your wife? He would say, I feel like I fail her every day. But she doesn't know that. Yes, it's because I keep it from her. But here's the thing.
But does that keep her in kind of like an arrested development?
And a manipulative state.
Ooh.
It keeps her in a manipulative state because somewhere inside she has communicated, I need you to perform in a certain way so that I feel safe. She is neither safe and he is neither that performance.
Wow.
And not one is more guilty than the other.
They're just feeding off of each other.
A pattern that they're used to.
Let me give it back to you one more time. J. Krishnamurti from his book, Relationship to Oneself, to Others, and to the World. He said, peace is a state of mind. Listen to this next line. Peace is a state of mind. It is the freedom from all desire to be secure. That's counterintuitive to psychology.
Yeah, it is.
Because the psychologist told us secure attachment is the best attachment. Then they found out that all of the tests was done on white folk, middle class white folk, and they became the standard for normal, secure.
Right.
Now listen to what peace is a state of mind. It is the freedom from all desire to be secure. The mind-heart that seeks security must always be in the shadow of fear. I just need you. I gotta trust you. I need you. Do you see? I've been saying it for years. Wherever somebody is barking up that trust tree, I know you scared to live and you scared to love. Tell them about it, Precious.
In my personal life, people get so bothered because I say all the time, I don't trust people. It's not that I distrust them, but I don't waste. That's such a valuable commodity, trust. It belongs in one place, the divine. Trust the universe.
How about that?
Trust the universe. I don't have to. I'm not the type of person to go through your wallet, go through your phone. I don't care. I care about what God, if there's something I need to know about this situation, I trust that the Spirit will show me. I'm staying focused on the Spirit.
Ooh, trust the process.
Trust the
trust the process, not a person, not a work in progress. Trust the process.
Because how a person will do some strange things if they're put in strange situations. So you can answer, I can ask you, will you ever X, Y, and Z? My answer is, brother, I don't know. What's going to happen?
And here's the coldest truth of all. The strange things that they're doing just might be mirroring some strange stuff you're ignoring about yourself, which is why they're in your life, in order to elucidate that in you.
Yes.
Oh.
There's this movie called Sophie's Choice where the woman has to choose. They ask her, which child do you want to survive?
Ooh.
She chose one child. They took both of them. So it was like a psychological game that they played on her that ruined her for the rest of her life, and that she was tormented, right? Did I make the right choice? Should I have chosen? When you are in a strange situation, you don't know what you're going to do. So how can you trust that somebody will behave or perform in a certain way? They don't know themselves. So it's not about trusting people. Trust God. Learn what God is and trust that.
Oh, I love that. Trust God, not his creation.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
We're
that.
We're fallible creatures. Period.
When you say you need safety before love, do you mean emotional stability, or do you mean the guarantee that nobody will ever touch the part of you that still feels unfinished within you? Oh, that's the kind of safety a lot of people looking for. If love always involves the possibility of loss, rejection, betrayal, or replacement, what exactly are you trying to make safe? The relationship or your ego's refusal to accept uncertainty? Listen, when we come forward, we go into the phone lines. Christ alive, we on fire.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
Heading out of town this spring? Metro makes getting to LAX easier than ever. Just take the C or K train lines to the new LAX Metro Transit Center. Then catch a free shuttle straight to your terminal. Easy, affordable, stress-free. Travel smart. Go Metro.
Hey guys, do you want male performance in the bedroom and do you want it now? Get it in 47 seconds or less. For the first time, you can have instant male enhancement. Introducing Nox 47, the topical male enhancement that works in 47 seconds or less. Satisfaction guaranteed. Finally, after years of scientific research, our proprietary formula will allow you to perform in the bedroom like never before. Just imagine that little blue pill on steroids. No reason to settle and wait when you can get instant performance now. Forget about pills and potions that make you wait hours or up to 30 days to work. That's yesterday's news. Nox 47 is brand new. The hottest thing for men. And you don't need a prescription. Call now and get your free supply for a limited time.
To find out how to get Nox 47 for free, call now. 800-677-1453. That's 800-677-1453. Free bottles for limited time. Call 800-677-1453. That's 800-677-1453.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. The Michael's Daughter Foundation is dedicated to inspiring youth and resilience through storytelling, arts, filmmaking, and enrichment programs for youth and families in under-resourced communities and system-impacted individuals. The Michael's Daughter Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit providing free and low-cost arts programs to youth and families from under-resourced communities, both system-impacted youth and those affected by the incarceration of a loved one. 1 in 43 children in America have a parent incarcerated. 70% of those children are expected to end up in prison. Through filmmaking, animation, theater, and writing, they help young people express themselves, build confidence, and imagine new possibilities. Beyond the arts, they offer financial literacy workshops, emergency support, and scholarships. Because thriving takes more than talent, it takes access. To learn more about the impact of Michael Daughters Foundation and how you can be a part of the movement, please visit their website, michaelsdaughterfoundation.com. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey there, Los Angeles. This is James Lucky Jr., publisher and editor of Los Angeles News Observer. Are you hungry for news that matters to you in the African-American communities of Los Angeles? Well, buckle up, because we got the scoop you've been craving. Stay in the know and never miss a beat with our free weekly publications conveniently available near you. Or hop on the digital wave and become an exclusive subscriber at OGNSC.com. Don't forget to join the party on Instagram and Twitter at OGNSCINC for behind-the-scenes access and sizzling updates. No more FOMO. Let's stay informed, connected, and empowered together.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
Tired of being locked out of job opportunities and shut down by systemic racism? KBLA Talk 1580 stands with you in fighting for the rights of black workers, and we don't black down. The Los Angeles Black Workers Center is a dynamic alliance of workers, organized labor, community-based organizations, clergy, students, and scholars working collectively to improve the position of the black working class. The LA Black Workers Center takes a comprehensive approach to addressing the black jobs crisis. Their programs promote access to quality jobs, racial equity in hiring and retention, discrimination-free job sites, and they prepare black workers for employment in high-wage career track jobs. The LA Black Workers Center supports workers who need help protecting their rights on the job. They give workers access to quality jobs and remove systemic barriers to employment. And they are advocating for a fair deal for black workers in the new Los Angeles City Charter. To sign up for free career readiness training, get involved in organizing, or learn about union apprenticeship programs and trade registries, please visit lablackworkercenter.org. That's lablackworkercenter.org. Together, we can beat the black jobs crisis and build a more equitable Los Angeles. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Going to be a little bit controversial, but I think that you're ready to love again when your peace is no longer your priority. Because in order to allow yourself to love another person, there are going to be days where you sacrifice that peace. There's going to be arguments, there's going to be hardships, there's going to be low moments, and social media and movies and everything has created this fairy tale version of love that you're having people now entering into love and relationships being escape artists when it gets rough, because we are all single for so long now that nobody gets to disturb my peace. Nobody gets to ruin this high horse I'm on. When you are single, you are in full control of your own energy. But if you allow yourself to merge souls with another person, then you're going to have to give up some of that power and give up some of that energy. So if you know in your heart of hearts that an argument can end...
Who is that? She fumbled that 2-yard line.
That ain't it.
That ain't
That ain't it.
You don't have to sacrifice your peace.
But see, that's the goal, is to be able to sustain your peace in relationship. That's what's important about sovereignty.
Right. Thus,
right.
Thus the difference between peace and quiet.
If you only have peace when you're single, right, exactly, then that ain't peace. That's practice.
You're going to have to give up some of your peace.
What? Some of your power. Nah.
Huh?
Nah.
No.
We can be powerful together.
How about that? The Milky Way and Andromeda are speeding towards each other. Come on. What are we doing, lady? Don't give up the power now.
Never.
And I'm not trying to make it into a power struggle.
It shouldn't be. If you're in control of your own power, there is no struggle.
Come on. Can't you see the narrative we're painting here? Relationships are inside out. Now, you wouldn't wear a sock inside out. You wouldn't. It would feel awkward.
It would. You
right?
would notice.
You'd be like, hey, something's wrong with my sock.
Right.
It's inside out. Your relationships are inside out. Everybody's teaching fear-based stuff.
Right.
And nobody's teaching self-sovereignty.
Right.
Nobody's teaching integration,
right.
individuation, self-realization. Nobody's teaching this kind of stuff for real.
Right.
They might mention it to sound deep, but when you say, hey, when is the last time you stared at your soul in the bathroom?
Come on now.
Butt naked, and you looked at yourself. Eye to eye. You're looking into your soul. Mirror work is a real thing.
Yes, I have my clients do it.
When the last time you did that, huh? There's stuff in you that you want your partner to protect unbeknownst to them.
Right, right.
How do we get away from that?
Right. It's that inward journey. You got to go inward. You have to. You know, it's people are also teaching manipulation tactics.
Come on.
How to make him call you back. What message to send in order for him to respond in this way. Time out with all the manipulation. Check into being self-reliant, self-sufficient, and not in a trauma-based way. Sometimes people get carried away with that. We talked about that on the C- personality, right? If you are sovereign, it's not toxic. It's balanced.
Right.
When you start to have that urge to want to be somewhere different than you are in the moment, push against it. Lean into the gift of the present moment. Have some time to yourself. If you can't do that, then have some gratitude in that present moment. I'm grateful I have skin. I'm grateful I had a client call me. They were in distress about how things were going. I said, let me ask you 3 questions. Do you have food to eat today? Yes. You have clothes on your back?
No murk. Powder murk.
Don't start.
Share. No share. No jelly.
If you have your
when we come forward, we go to the phone lines, and Precious is gonna finish that.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. Chicago's Black Mayor Brandon Johnson is speaking publicly for the first time about the shooting death of a Loyola student, offering condolences to 18-year-old Sheridan Gorman's family.
For this particular family, that hard work did not result in their child still being here.
He condemned gun violence, praised police for their swift arrest of the suspect, and questioned the lack of comprehensive immigration reform at the federal level. Black Philadelphia Mayor Cheryl Parker is proposing a new way to fund the school district of Philadelphia, including a $1 tax on rideshare